everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another video. So in today's video we are going to be going through the new patch notes for the Jungle Getaway update. These came really late this week. A lot of people thought they were going to come on Monday, and then we've kind of been waiting all evening to kind of get these patch notes through. I kind of got home from work expecting them to be already out, and they weren't. And I know a lot of people were like, are we getting them? But they have dropped, so we're going to go through everything that is on here and discuss and see if there's anything new. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of new information, but I don't expect much, as it is a much smaller update, so I will be surprised if there's a lot in here, but we shall see. So starting off, they say, hey Valley Villagers, we hope you enjoyed the recent developer update video. With our next content update releasing a little later this week, it's about time to dig into patch notes. Not only will we return to a familiar realm for a new adventure in a new light, but we've also got a stunning collaboration coming to the game and a bunch of quality of life improvements that draw upon all important player feedback. It arrives on October the 9th, 2024, which is tomorrow. So new content, return to Disney's The Lion King realm and experience the realm in a new light with a day and night cycle, new quests and new friends. Speaking of, 2 new characters. Embrace equal parts relaxation and antics as Timon and Pumbaa from Disney's The Lion King arrive in the valley, alongside new friendship requests and unique new items. A new Star Path, turn your valley into a music festival with the Night Show Star Path, featuring furniture that will literally help you set the stage, a rock star turtle animal companion, that's very exciting, as well as clothing inspired by Disney villains, Disney princesses and rock music. Dress to impress, dig into an exciting collaboration with Loungefly, in which recreations of Loungefly's statement-making backpacks will arrive in the game across the Star Path, premium shop and social media. Keep an eye out for more details in the launch day blog. So we already know we are getting 2 backpacks in the Star Path. It is the Mickey one and the Maleficent one. So we'll have to see what other ones we are getting. We obviously know we're getting the glow-in-the-dark Mickey backpack, which they said won't be in the Star Path or anything. It is going to be kind of like a code or something. So I'm assuming that's what will be in the launch day blog maybe. Prepare your pumpkins. The Trick or Treat in-game event returns to the Valley from October 23rd to the 31st, featuring a brand new reward. So it's quite a short event, but a lot of us have already done it before, those of us who've been playing the game a long time. But there will be a new task in there to get the new reward, which is the Mickey candy bowl thing. So there will be something new in there for that. Obviously, the weekly rotations in the premium shop, alongside returning favourites, as well as new weekly dream set challenges and rewards, same as always. We know we're going to be getting some new stuff. New shipment alert, Scrooge McDuck store has received a new batch of goods for sale, including additional realm decor. So I'm glad to see we've got some new stuff coming to Scrooge's. Adjusted available Moonstone packs to introduce a new option that includes both Moonstones and a seasonal valley inspired cosmetic item. This pack will be offered for a limited time, and different seasonal cosmetic items may be offered with future updates. So a lot of games do this, and I'm not actually surprised they've done it. A lot of games that I play, at least, when you buy whatever currency the game offers, it will give you a reward, whether it's like a cosmetic item or whatever, and it will rotate out. So it basically encourages people that are like big collectors of the game to buy Moonstones or buy the currency of the game. If you're someone who doesn't have any interest in buying Moonstones, obviously you probably will just skip this because you're not going to just buy the Moonstones for the item. But I think that some of us that are completionists will struggle and be like, oh, we have to buy Moonstones to get this reward. I personally am not too fussed, to be honest. I kind of like the idea. I'm not surprised they did it, because a lot of games I play, at least, do the exact same thing. And obviously for them it is a way to encourage people to buy Moonstones, so I completely understand. Now, down to improvements, we have got obviously some of the improvements and changes we are getting. So the first off is in controls. We have got added a toggle to the settings controls menu to select between 2 different camera control methods when using a gamepad in edit mode. We obviously saw this in the dev trailer. Players will be able to select between an option that's akin to the game's original free-flowing control style, or a new hybrid approach that locks the cursor to the center of the screen while also giving the ability to move it freely by holding a button. It's nice that we've got choices. The control method selection will apply to outdoor areas. Edit mode 1 in the player house will default to the original control style, so it is just outdoors. Added a toggle to the settings control menus to select between 2 different sprinting control methods when using a gamepad, allowing players to revert to the previous button mapping or use the updated button mapping introduced last update. I'm so glad about this, because so many people on update day were like, why can't I sprint? And it's because they randomly changed the button. So I like that people can kind of revert to the old one if they want to. It also added a toggle to the settings settings, gameplay menu to enable a tap to sprint control option, allowing players to start and stop sprinting at the press of a button without needing to hold it. This is an amazing change, especially for those of you on console. I feel like it's going to be really, really beneficial for you. For me on PC, keyboard and mouse, it doesn't really affect me too much, but I think for those of you on console, that will be really, really good. And then finally, it added full support for wireless controllers on Steam without requiring Steam input to be enabled. So if that's something that affects you and you play using that way, then that will be there for you. Scrooge McDuck store will now display furniture in place of empty clothing mannequins, including the window displays. So on both the podiums at the bottom, I'm assuming, are now going to be furniture if you've got no clothes, and the window displays will be closed, meaning that if you've got all the clothing in the game, you're going to get a lot more furniture coming in. So if you are someone who's got all the clothing but you've still got a bunch of furniture you need, you are going to be having a ton of furniture coming in your shop every day, which is really, really good and gives us a lot more variety of what we're getting every day. Dream Snaps and photo mode. Added a skip button to the Dream Snaps voting screen, allowing players to skip up to 10 votes per day. I think this is good because sometimes you have a situation where the two pictures are really, you kind of have to debate whether you vote or not, and I usually just exit out, to be honest. It's rare that it happens, but if it does, but obviously this is a good feature to be able to just skip through that. But obviously you do only get 10 per day. I'm guessing it's just to encourage people not to skip over people, but sometimes you do genuinely have to. But that is an interesting feature to add. Now this one is so exciting. Added the ability for avatars to hold hand accessories, i.e. umbrellas, and royal tools while in photo mode. I cannot describe to you how amazing this is. We have been asking for this for such a long time, especially since they've been giving us loads of accessories. They keep giving us handheld items that we just can't use in Dream Snaps. So knowing that we're going to be able to use these as well as our tools is amazing. It's going to completely change the game in Dream Snaps. It's going to be so fun, and I'm sure all of the Dream Snaps, once this update comes out, are all going to be people holding things. I feel like you're going to see a lot less critter poses and a lot more tool and accessory poses, but this is such a good change. I'm glad to see they are listening to what players are saying. I do hope at some point they progress from this and allow us to sit in Dream Snaps. I think that would be really fun as well, but this is a huge start and I'm so excited about this. In the premium shop, they have added a new recommended section to the premium shop, which will feature 4 additional items or bundles each week. The contents of this section will differ from player to player based on their premium shop interest. So it just means that there will be a bigger range of stuff in the premium shop, and it will be based on your previous purchases, which I think is really cool because it means people who are more selective with the premium shop and only buy the things they really want are going to be able to see things that are more catered to them and more interesting to them, so they don't feel like they're kind of going weeks on end with nothing that they like, which I think is a really cool idea. Other added the ability to equip wearable wings as a glider in the wardrobe. All wings currently available in the game will be equipable this way, replacing the surfing glider animation with a fluttering animation more befitting of wings. This is amazing. I'm so happy about this. I think we have so many wings in game, and knowing that they're gonna work as a glider is just such a cool change. I'm so excited to see what the animation looks like with the fluttering. I think I'm curious to see how they've done it, whether we'll kind of be hovered over the floor or whether we'll be kind of like just going really quick. I'm not quite sure, but this is just amazing and I cannot wait to wear wings even more often in my valley now that it's going to be a glider for me. So this is an incredible change. Also, it's added the ability to track your progress on individual Dreamlight duties and Star Path duties, as well as the collection of materials for crafting recipes via the on-screen quest tracker. We did see this in the developer update, and I said it is one of my favourite things that they put in that little trailer, because I just think this is so good, especially for those people who are earlier on in the game and they have so many quests to do and so many items to craft. This is just amazing. For me, I am someone that will look at a quest or look at resources I need and I will forget it within 5 minutes. So this is perfect for me to be able to tab those on and basically keep an eye on them as I want to. As well as that, they've also made various UI improvements to the Star Path menu, so we'll have to see what it looks like now. They did a UI improvement to the premium shop a few updates ago, and it was a big change. It was like a tiny note in the patch note similar to this, and it was like a huge change and looked really different. So I'm curious to whether the star path is going to be the same. Now, obviously, we have a massive section for top changes and bug fixes. This update is a smaller one because their main focus has been on these quality of life improvements as well as all these bug fixes. So I'm not going to go through them all individually, but obviously if you have got an issue with any particular quest, your best bet is to just come onto the blog post, which will be linked down below, and just go through them all in case the one that you're having an issue with is in here. But obviously I'm not going to go through all of them just because obviously there's quite a lot. Now, as well as individual quest bugs, there are a lot of issues, as you can see here, that are not quest related. They are just gameplay related. So for example, rare cases, a game could crash while loading on PlayStation, where a room in the player's house have no doors, where players could get stuck on invisible walls, in which similar items filter would open randomly, in which pork would not appear for purchase at gas on stall, plants would grow underneath certain gazebo furniture items. There's just so many. In which search filter on the furniture and wardrobe menus could not be highlighted. Visual bugs within edit mode as premium shop and Scrooge McDuck item previews. This has been a big one, so I'm not surprised that's been fixed. Various clothing items having issues, so I hope that fixes clipping problems, because there's a lot of outfits that I've kind of had to change because the top will come through the trousers, or there's like a big gap in the t-shirt. There's been so many. As you can see, there is a lot of things here they have fixed. So I think a lot of these are both base game and DLC, so it's nice to see that they have fixed a lot of issues with the DLC. They've not just finished it and gone, yeah, we're not touching that again, we're not fixing anything. I think that's really, really nice. Like, there's someone here that are issues with Scramble Coin, bug fixes in there, so I'm glad to see that they're not kind of just ignoring those. But yeah, there's a lot of different bug fixes in here. Obviously this is a smaller update, so we kind of knew that their main focus was on this like gameplay side of things, but it is nice to know obviously we have still got a lot coming to be excited about. I think for me, I'm most excited about being able to use things in Dream Snaps. Dream Snaps is such a big part of the game for me, and knowing I can use accessories and tools is just gonna honestly change the game, and make Dream Snaps really, really fun. For those of us who've been doing it for a long time, as well as I'm really excited about the wings being gliders. I'm so excited to see what that animation looks like, and I'm obviously also excited to see what we're going to be getting in the premium shop coming soon, as well as the star path. We have quite a few things that were leaked for the Tiana update in the premium shop that never arrived, so I'm curious to know if they're going to just be coming in this rotation. Maybe they were added to the game early or something like that. Just because there's quite a few that we're still missing, but I'll be curious to see if there's anything new. Let me know down below what you think of the patch notes, and are you excited for the update tomorrow? I will be live streaming it when it drops. I will probably start about 30 minutes before the update, just so we can like chat and get ready, and if a trailer comes out we can watch it together. But I will be streaming it, so if you do want to come and hang out for the update, I'd absolutely love that. We can play it along together, but I think that'd be really fun. So I will be live here on my channel, so just make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed, and also leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.